and His Dog, a film that has become a cult legend.
Right now I'm hungry and I want to get laid. That's what you always say.
My reproductive organs are intact.
I'm a dick originalist.
Get whipping, Grandpa.
Good sperm.
After World War IV, your dog will tell you what to do, how to laugh, how to love, how and who to kill.
We watched all the films that go to 2024. We
did it.
We did it.
So what did we learn about the year 2024?
Well, it's not very different from 1960 or
anyway,
pyramids.
Not too different.
They've got
lots of pyramids, lots of cars from the 1940s.
Is that just the cars that are in Argentina?
Maybe.
Is that what it
Maybe
was?
they just haven't got. They're waiting for a new shipment of Fords.
All those films, didn't they all have something to do with people having problems with aging? Get whipping, Grandpa. Because Highlander
Aging.
2 did.
Aging? Yeah, he can't age.
Yeah.
He's in league with Lucifer.
What's the aging
Real
in a boy
problem.
and his dog?
That he's the boy.
He's a man-child.
He's the boy.
Yeah.
You're so funny when you're sexually frustrated. I hope the next time you play with yourself, you go blind.
Let's pretend it's the good old 1950s crowd. They slathered themselves in makeup.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, I liked how they were
scalp.
underground, and
Scalps.
rather than slathering themselves in makeup to make it look like they've been
They're
in the
paler.
sun,
They're
they
paler.
made themselves paler.
Also, there's a lot of like psychic, deaf, mute something
Yep,
there.
that's true.
Yeah.
Bitches and dogs. I've also been watching Fallout. Have you watched the
Yeah,
show?
I like that.
I've watched a few episodes because it's clearly based on,
A game.
which
Boy
is
and His
based
Dog.
on a boy and his
A
dog.
dog. I liked it better than I thought I would.
Yeah, I was shocked how good it was.
What's the 2024 in a boy and his dog?
Post-apocalyptic
We had
wasteland.
nuclear war, not just a
Ozone.
plague.
Like,
Not an ozone layer thing, not a plague, an ozone hole. Nuclear war. Good old-fashioned nuclear war.
Just total chaos of civilization and mutant creatures and a mutant dog that's very smart.
Yeah, he's telepathic.
Copula, something that connects. Copulate from the Latin copulatus.
Don Johnson, Vic, he calls his dog, whose name is Blood, he calls him Dog Meat,
Yeah.
which is the name of the dog in Fallout.
One does not say ain't, Albert. Simply say, I'm not kidding.
Fine, dog meat.
Yep.
Oh?
Deedee, don't listen.
Yeah, Deedee.
But she's just dog.
I'll locate a female if there is one. You go look for food. I detect no living female person within my range, sir. I have sniffed and I have cast and I have a negative reading.
The studio wanted to animate the dog's mouth.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so glad they
So it
did
would
it.
just been a talking dog.
Yeah, that
not a
would've been-
psychic dog.
that'd really suck.
I hope the next time you play with yourself, you go blind.
It also totally changes the
Yeah.
because he's just talking to Vic and no one
Yeah.
else can hear what he's saying. In the future, everyone's infertile. We need sperm. We need
Yep.
good sperm.
Yeah.
That was the thing in Beyond the Time Barrier too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mankind was made sterile in a great cosmic plague. A new Adam and Eve are the only male and female left to repopulate the world. In a killer orgy by vicious subhuman mutants.
Good
Yeah,
sperm,
lack
hard
of
to come
good
by.
sperm.
So basically, you find the civilized people, and they're like, we need good sperm.
Yeah, it's like a Half-Life.
Fallout, Boy and his Dog, Beyond the Time Barrier. There's a civilization. There's a boss man. He's got a daughter, and he's like, I need your sperm for my daughter.
Everyone's
It's
just
a
looking
lot
for
of
that
movies.
sweet, sweet, good jizz.
Also, Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love me some Hell Comes to
Classic.
Frogtown.
We need that good sperm.
You have the highest spermatozoan count we've ever tested.
Must have been all that fiber I ate when I was a kid.
Do you remember the name of the vault?
Acid in the beer that's in the red cups.
It's like some fucking Midwestern ass shit,
It
isn't it?
is Topeka. Although they're in Phoenix.
Yeah.
But underground, it's Topeka.
How do you know when it's kicked in?
I am a golden god!
They all wear weird makeup. And
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but
They
it's
kind of
pretty
look
great.
like Mennonites.
I really like that. It's like, yeah, they'd have some weird fucking fashion.
Yeah.
Who knows what it's gonna be? Go
Because
back.
one person would start doing it, and everyone else is like, well, they're definitely cooler than me, so...
Yeah.
I mean, like, George Washington's wearing a weird, giant, powdered wig. Like, we do weird things. It's funny, although, like, we project into the future what's the fashion going to be, and it's like, if the movie was made in the 80s, it just looks like 80s fashion. Even though they're trying to be weird, it still looks like the 80s.
Yep.
Scientists are saying the future is going to be far more futuristic than they originally predicted.
There's a story of a woman who brought her kid to a test screening because it's called A Boy and His Dog. She was very mad, but then her kid started playing a game called Blood Says, where the dog is talking to them.
Yeah.
Like their dog at home is telling them to do things.
I'm going to do bad things and blame it on the
That's
dog.
awesome.
She was like so mad because it's so violent and all this stuff. But she said that like the kids basically forgot about everything other than like, well, there's a dog that talked.
Yeah.
Like me watching RoboCop as a kid, I've gone back and rewatched it. I was like, holy shit, this is violent.
Yeah.
I only remember that he would go, dirt, dirt, dirt.
Yeah, you don't think about the violence when you're a kid because it's like cartoons make your brain like...
That's why I killed like 8 kids before 3rd grade before I realized it was wrong.
Nice.
Only 8? I also wrote down Planet of the Rapes.
Yeah.
4 minutes in, Vic complains that some guys cut her because she could have been used 2 to 3 more times.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, are we talking about necrophiliac rape 4 minutes in this movie?
I've always
I don't remember
thought about that because it's like, well, maybe she's alive and he's just talking about genital mutilation, but in like the most casual way.
My reproductive organs are intact.
Yikes.
Rough.
Just like, well, I use this. I don't want anyone else to have any.
Hell, they didn't have to cut her. She could have been used 2 or 3 more times.
War is hell. You're so funny when you're sexually frustrated.
Blood is teaching Vic, he's teaching him some history, and he lists the presidents.
Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Kennedy.
Who were the 3 Kennedys in the end?
Yeah.
Like, I could see Ted Kennedy.
Well, maybe it's an alternate universe where Bobby didn't get assassinated.
Oh.
Yeah, but then probably Nixon doesn't win in this list. Because the list is accurate up until the year the movie came out.
Oh.
And then it's like, and then there were Kennedys. Is it Bobby Kennedy?
Yeah, little baby.
Is it Bobby Kennedy Jr.?
Little baby Bobby.
You know RFK Jr. these days?
Dumping a dead bear in the park.
What?
Central Park, no less.
RFK Jr. came out and was like, yeah, I did dump this like mutilated bear carcass in Central Park like a decade ago. That was me. It's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
What?
They're like, yeah, I made it look like he was hit by a motorcycle or something.
Hit by a motorcycle.
Anyway, I have brain worms. It's not that weird. Vote for me. Blood makes a reference to the fact that masturbation causes blindness.
Not true.
And hairy palms.
Because I would have gotten blind a long time ago.
Okay, he's trying to get Deedee pregnant. You're going blind. I like the part where the dog is just like sniffing out women for him.
Yeah.
I hope the next time you play with yourself, you go blind.
Expect me to believe that you can whip her and there ain't no other dog in the whole joint that's caught her yet?
You forget my infallibility, Albert.
He finds a lady. They're in like a gym. He's raping her at gunpoint. He's trying to, and then they're interrupted.
You make one move off there and I'll shoot your leg right out from under you. And you'll still get it, except you'll be without a leg.
And like 5 minutes later, she just like loves him.
Yeah.
Because they need his good sperm. Is that the deal?
Good sperm.
Are we supposed to think that she's using him for good sperm?
I told you to stop looking at me like that or I'll bust your teeth out. Now get that stuff off.
Good sperm. I think she's just using him to stay alive, maybe? Because she's like, well, if I let this one guy have sex with me and he protects me, then I only have to have sex with this one guy. Good sperm.
Hey, I'm the one that's supposed to want to do it.
Once more into the breach, dear friend. Breeding is an ugly thing. Hasn't it occurred to you how convenient this whole operation has been? How easy she was to spot and follow and how she cooperated? Just think about it, Vic. Instead of walking right into their hands, God knows what they'll do with you.
That young lady is going to be trouble.
He goes to the underground civilization, the Fallout.
The Fallout bunker.
50s bunker.
Intelligent average, emotional response is simplistic. Most marked finding is his overtly aggressive behavior.
You mean you want me to knock up your broad?
Gets sperm.
They have a marriage, and then they hook him up to some kind of wiener pump.
Milking machine.
It's a wedding / milking.
No milking.
And he's gagged.
You dug me into it. Line him up. You first, honey.
By authority vested in me by the committee, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife, according to the ordinances and the laws of the state of Topeka.
Everyone's just looking for that sweet, sweet, good jizz.
Mez, you wouldn't have a little something to help a well-used throat.
And be sure to get both parents to sign.
Shall we keep the schedule, dearly beloved?
Brother Harry.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here this
I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
But we are gathered here this
Please, let's get out of here.
Let's get on with it.
Of the 35 proposed recipients, 10 have been serviced.
4 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh parsley pepper.
How long has it been since you ate?
I grabbed a lizard yesterday.
He needs food and he needs medicine. We gotta get it fast, because we can't make it without him.
We're too late, darling. There's nothing we can do about it now.
All right, what about the last line of the film? This is a very controversial.
Sayonara, bunker.
Whatever you say, Jack.
Bunker damn near killed her. Yeah, he and the lady escape from the 50s society where the beyond the time barrier, have sex with my daughter thing is happening. We need to get blood into town. No, your dog's gonna die soon. We can't carry the dog. Let's just go. We're in love. I'll love you forever. And then it cuts to Vic and the dog is eating.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like he killed the lady to feed his dog.
His Vietnamese neighbor ate his dog.
Well, I'd certainly say she had marvelous judgment, Albert, if not particularly good taste. It's the last line of the film. It's a joke about
cannibalism.
Clowns taste funny, you know.
That's terrible.
And Harlan Ellison hated it.
Yeah.
But it's like iconic. It's an iconic line. This is the thing everyone remembers.
And it's delivered by the dog, so it's
right.
As long as a dog says it, it's fine. So I think the next Republican convention is just going to be headed by talking dogs.
The last line in the short story, it took a long time before I stopped her calling in my head, asking me, do you know what love is? Sure I know. A boy loves his dog. Last line in the short story.
I sure do.
So,
good sperm.
Harlan Ellison had like writer's block and was like, I don't know, you take over. And they shot it and he saw the finished product and was like, hated all of the dog voiceover.
Albert, tell this to keep its hands to itself.
Harlan Ellison wanted them to re-record all of it, and Elkie Jones was like, it's too expensive. It'll be like $1,500. And so Harlan Ellison was like, well, what other deleted scenes, anything on the cutting room floor, give that to me. And he's getting just stills, just bits of film, and he's taking it to conventions and selling them. Bits of film, and that's how he raised the money to re-record it. So they re-recorded all the dog voiceover, but the end line they ended up making 10 different lines. Harlan Ellison still hated that one, but they kept that one. That was the one he insisted on.
Crazy.
She said she loved me. Oh, hell, it was my fault she picked me to get all wet brain over.
Well, I'd say she certainly had marvelous judgment, Albert, if not particularly good taste. Particularly good.
What do we know about Harlan Ellison?
Wrote a lot of mystery.
Yeah, he's a great writer. Good sperm.
Don't know anything about him.
Famously an asshole.
Yeah, I think he's a dick. I think he's
famously a dick.
Everybody else may be an asshole, but I'm not. And I usually have something to kvetch about. I have something to argue about or something to yell about. And everybody gets nasty with me and they get cranky with me. They say, oh, what a curmudgeon. But, sometimes I just feel good. I want to be a nice guy, but I can't. You want to jump up and tear the throat out of the stupid director.
Call me a science fiction writer, and I'll come to your house and I'll nail your pet's head to a coffee table. I'll hit you so hard your ancestors will die. I'll hit you so hard your grandmother will bleed.
Nobody touches the script but me. If they don't like it, I give them their money back and I take my script back. My hubris is that I write well enough and they like me well enough and my name is well enough known to them that they aren't gonna do that. They're gonna have input. Everybody always has input. I never understood the chutzpah of people who can't write a coherent story themselves, but who always need to give you their fucking input. I don't want your input. You want to input something? Write your own goddamn story, moron. One of the great quotes that I live by is from the French essayist Jules Renard, who said, "Writing is an occupation in which you must constantly prove you have talent to people who have none of their own."
Here,
Nice.
here.
That's not that asshole-ish.
I swear to you, I had a guy follow me into a bathroom to either ask me some stupid question or and I turned and I pissed on his shoe.
The word, folks, is not Neanderthal. Not Neanderthal at all. It's Neanderthal. Because the world is so filled with doopuses and gazoonies. These large rectal suppository-looking items, they are the award of the World Science Fiction Convention, the Hugo Award. Somebody who I called a pinhead because he'd asked me a stupid question and, you know, was more affectionate than anything else, complained that I had called him a pinhead. Said, gee, I wish you could have been nicer. And nicer ain't my job. Nicer is the kind of job for people who give a damn. And I certainly don't.
There's like a commentary where Harlan Ellison and the director sit down and they talk about the movie together.
Sounds like
and
a good
all I
commentary.
remember is Harlan Ellison bashes the director for being so misogynistic in the film.
Yeah, so I've read about that. Like all these lines where Blood will say like, "Oh, that woman's a cow," and you know the end line about.
Yeah, I just remember Harlan Ellison yelling like, "Why do you hate women?"
Yeah.
There is in you a bit of the misogynist.
I believe that's true, yes.
A bit of the misogynist. Unlike I, who am a stone misanthrope, I despise male and female alike. And when I saw the picture, I loved it. But the misogynistic shit in it has got to go. You woman-hating piece of dog shit, you. You stinking zebra shit.
This is our friendship talking.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
He would show it to these gaggle of college boys, all of whose dicks were shorter than an inchworm and who hadn't gotten laid since Cleopatra was a pup. When they would get to that misogynistic, anti-female shit, they would all laugh and roar and clap their hands, and the women apparently would sit on their hands or shove it in their boyfriend's ear.
So there can be only one. Which film is the winner best 2024 film?
Boy and His Dog.
2.
You go for Boy and His Dog. We didn't talk about it that much. It does make
Beyond the
sense.
time board. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better made film because it was made, you know, by...
And it's been very, very influential. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Right away, you're like Mad Max, the Fallout games.
I got a letter from George Miller in Australia.
That thief.
George Miller did Road Warrior, and apparently enough people had seen Road Warrior that they knew where it came from. And I don't need an apology from these people. I don't need someone to say, listen, I ripped you off. If James Cameron had sent me a note saying, listen, if at the end he had thanked the people who brought him the Coca-Cola on the set, but he kept insisting that he was the king of the world. And so I went after him and I sued him and I won. Tracy told me, he said, where'd you get the idea for this? He said, I ripped off a couple of Harlan Ellison stories. But we had him cold and I won. And so at the end of Terminator, it says the producers wish to acknowledge the works of Harlan Ellison. Bite me. Bite me.
I'm just saying Highlander 2 because it is madcap, nonstop.
Hit it, dude.
With the existence of the Fallout TV show, you don't need to watch A Boy and His Dog. It's totally been over. Like, oh, it's a way better version of the same story. The real winner is Fallout, the TV show.
The Fallout TV show.
The Fallout TV show. It's the real winner. If we're being more strict, I would say Highlander 2 I enjoyed the most of these three films.
It's just like a line of cocaine of a movie.
Yeah.
You look like a woman, you stupid haggis.
Where it's like, it doesn't really make any sense, but they are really adamant and they think it's the best thing ever and it just doesn't stop.
The movie's not like fast paced.
I think it's fast paced. I think it's really fast paced.
Watching a man at an opera falling asleep.
Yeah, the beginning
Cutting
is...
back to another...
But he's just like, oh, I'm sleepy.
But I never understood the beginning of Highlander 2. That part
I think the opera
awful.
part is great. I love the staging of that opera.
I have some notes on Fallout, the show. So far, I'm only 3 episodes in, but so far it's like, all right, I've got to walk for like 7 days to get over there, and I'm walking in sand. And then we cut to these characters, and they're like, yeah, I got to go to that city. And then they're just walking.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of walking, and it's like, why don't the robot mech armor, can they not get Heelys? Like, can we not do anything?
Yeah, right.
They're like, Will Heelys come back?
I hope so. I've seen kids in Heelys recently.
My reproductive organs are intact. Cousin fucking isn't a sustainable long-term sexual practice.
Yeah.
Might not be an exact quote.
You want to have sex?
You mean use my cock? I don't know. That weird thing could happen.
What weird thing?
It gets all big and hard like a big pimple and then it pops. And they say it could happen to anybody, but it's gross.
Well, you know, I've always had the philosophy that it's all right as long as you're not procreating.
Well, they're trying to make babies, though.
Yeah, well, you can't do it for that.
All right, you guys got any predictions for the year 2036? Who's president?
Schwarzenegger's president.
Which one? Catherine? Chipotle burritos are the size of pills.
What?
We don't go to pills. That's just how big the burritos are then.
Oh, what if it's a thing where you order it, but then you put water on it and it rehydrates?
That's just Back to the Future 2 rehydrator.
Yeah.
Stealing Back to the Future 2. What's a hot new food?
Good sperm. Calzones.
Scro nuts.
Calzones.
Squid dick.
Giant squid dick.
Giant squid dick.
I don't think they even have
4 foot
they don't
long
have-
dick
they don't
they
have
cut up
dicks.
into like pepperoni
dicks?
slices.
They don't have dicks.
Don't octopuses
Look,
have like
they have
one of their
dicks.
legs is actually like a wiener?
It's like a sperm delivery system, but it's not like a dick.
Comes out of
delivery
their hand and they
system?
wipe it on something.
Yeah.
Sperm
It's
delivery
just a sperm
system, but
wiper.
it's not like a dick.
It's not a dick.
But it's it's delivering sperm, so it's like a dick.
I don't know. A dick has to like get hard.
And it's like no, you're thinking too humanly.
You're being too much of a Scalia about this.
I'm an originalist.
A dick originalist.
I'm a dick originalist.
Here's what I think. Cancel culture will go away.
Good sperm.
So many people have been canceled. I already can't keep track of who's canceled.
True.
I think we'll get tired of it. And by then we'll have so many AI generated videos of shit. We're like, I don't know, is that real? Who knows?
It's not a dick. Did that even
We'll
happen?
just stop caring. We'll stop caring. No
Maybe
more.
we'll all just start reading again.
Yeah, that's a
No,
good
you know what
prediction.
it'll be? Kids these days can't watch a movie because they're just watching
They're used to
10-second
scrolling,
videos on their
yeah.
phone. They won't even be able to listen to a song anymore.
Well, that's practically how it is.
Yeah.
It'll be like 3-second bleeps. Be like, listen to this tone.
Dun-dun-dun.
Man, that's a good tone. That's it. They're gonna share tones. That's all
I
they're
had a
listening
friend like that
I'm
in
on
college where we'd be like driving in the car and she'd be on her iPod and she'd play like maybe a minute of a song and then go to another one.
to. Power hour.
Yeah,
Put that shit
Power
down.
I've been there.
Did you ever make a power hour CD?
We never
Hour-
used music for
hour
it.
of music.
We just had a
How'd you-
timer. Why would you want to sit around and just listen to 60 seconds of random songs?
Because you drink.
No, I'm not. into that.
Every 60 seconds it goes boom. Oh yeah. Boom. Boom. That's the one every 60 seconds.
That's so dumb.
I got Terry Crews as president.
Oh my god.
Camacho, Mountain Dew, Elizondo.
Oh, pretty old by
Be
2036.
real, Terry.
Will he be the oldest president
I don't think so.
in
It's not that
2036?
far from now. It's 12 years from now. Or Chalamet.
For president?
Why not?
Timothy?
Vice president. Hot new slang.
You know what?
Get whipping.
People
Get
talk
whipping.
shit. Get whipping?
What does that mean?
Because whippets are going to be really
It
taking
means,
off.
You know, scroll through those tones faster.
You gotta
Yeah.
get whipping.
Get whipping.
Get whipping.
You were playing whole fucking songs, man. I cannot deal
Yeah,
with this.
get whipping.
Some old guy who wants to like listen to whole songs.
Yeah.
What do we call
They're
those
like,
old
what? Get whipping, Grandpa.
people? Get whipping, Grandpa.
I like that phrase.
Whip, Grandpa.
Whip, Grandpa.
What about skibbity bidet?
Skibbity bidet.
Oh, because bidets are becoming the thing again.
It'll take
Skibbity
over.
bidet.
Skibbity bidet. Skibbity bidet.
I expect some like animated characters.
What's
to
your
come
tech? Hoverboard, rehydrator, Cybertruck. What do you got?
An arm bracelet that is like our phone and everything all in one thing.
So the phone's in the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking glasses. More stuff in glasses.
Like VR.
Like, what if you could turn on a filter that makes all ugly people look
There you
attractive?
go. Like a control your own they live glasses.
Yeah, like an AI regenerative. It just like, oh, that's an ugly person. I'm gonna put an AI hot face on that ugly person.
Phones will be this big.
And we'll be able to just see the data.
It'll be on your thumbnail. You can just like, oh, hey, mom.
I bet your phones are
That'd be hard.
basically the same as they are now. It won't change.
Yeah.
What celebrity goes full OJ?
Probably Kanye.
Yeah, he could go mass shooter.
Yeah, he's on the verge.
He's also probably got enough money to buy a tank. So
Can't
I
be
can see
much
that.
to buy a tank.
But Trump's tall son,
I don't know if
he'll be like the future, you know, like
Baron?
Yeah.
Baron Trump.
Yeah, because he's the one who hasn't done cocaine yet, so
Isn't
he's
he like
probably
almost
salvageable.
7 foot? He's like a freak.
Well, they say that because Trump says he's 6'3".
Right.
And so they have to say that Barron is like 7 foot because Barron is like a full foot taller.
That's ridiculous.
Baron's actually
5'9". Yeah, if he has a conscience and he's like, the
It's
only
gotta
way
be-
to end this cycle is to kill my entire family.
It's got to be someone likable. Because OJ was like, oh, this guy's so likable. Everyone likes him. He can't be the Terminator.
Is Regis Philbin still alive?
Fucking kids don't know who Regis Philbin
I don't
is.
think Regis is fucking alive.
I don't think he's alive either. I think
Is he
he's
dead?
Yeah, I don't know famous people anymore. Who's famous?
Charlie XCX.
Mr. Beast. Pauline Chalamet. I don't know. Timothy's sister? You don't know Pauline Chalamet?
No.
She's in the HBO show The Sex Lives of College Girls.
Not
Which is a
seen it.
terribly named show. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a hot show. Sex Lives of College Girls.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's just fucking. It should be called like Girls Who Live in a Dorm. And it's just like regular dealing with college, and this kid's poor.
You're getting
Super
famous.
sex.
What if the fame goes to your head and you go...
You're saying I'm gonna be full OJ or full Cosby?
Full Cosby.
I was like, which is worse? They're both really bad.
Definitely Cosby.
Is it worse to drug and rape multiple women or just kill one?
Just kill one.
Yeah, that's probably
No,
worse.
drug it.
He killed 2 people though.
But that's only because that guy was there at the wrong time. Oh, I'm the guy. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be popping in. Hey, Jeff, you want to film something?
I'm busy. Which company takes over the world a la Taco Bell won the restaurant wars? Sizzler.
Chick-fil-A.
Jack in the Box, because they have
They got everything.
They've got everything. They're already trying to encroach on everyone else's territory.
I've never been in one.
Stop! Lucy! Are you mad? Young lady, come back here right away! Lucy!
That didn't work.
The first episode of Fallout, I was like, this is pretty good. It's giving me kind of Westworld vibes, but maybe it'll like pay off and things will make sense.
Yeah, it expands out.
And then at the very end, it's like directed by Jonathan Nolan. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That's who made fucking Westworld.
good, though.
How are we on Westworld?
The first season's great. Second
Yeah.
season dwindles a bit, and then the third season I did not like.
That's exactly that's almost word for word what I said.
Yeah.
I would say first season I thought was great, and then it was dragging, and then I was like, oh, it's 'cause you
Yeah.
wanted this big twist, and
Yeah,
it's like
it was terrible.
you could have done it faster. And then I feel like we only watched like 1 or 2 episodes of season 2, and we're like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I was so pissed when I saw all the changes that were going on in season 2, and I stuck with it. And then season 3, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I couldn't even...
The Nolans...
I didn't see any point in season 3.
I feel like the Nolans will sit down, they'll be like, okay, this is an idea for a movie. And they like flesh it out, and they go, okay, fuck that. Let's make the sequel to that, and that's the movie we'll put out. And so when you're watching it, you're like, there's so much exposition, there's so much like mystery of all these, of like, what the fuck's happening? Figure it out eventually, but instead of being invested in like characters, you're just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on their blackboard.
Well, yeah.
Progressing from position 1 to 20.
They always like to present a film with this pseudo-intellectualism before you get into the film. But the
like,
forwards
that's
and
the sequel,
backwards
man.
car chase at the same time is amazing.
Tenet.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
I was
saw
talking
that.
about Tenet. Not.
I never saw Tenet.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's what's
It
so
doesn't make
funny.
any sense. It
Your
doesn't
face
make
knows
sense,
it-
though.
Yeah, it doesn't
what's-
make any
Oh, yeah,
sense.
try to make it make sense to me who's
It's
never
going
seen it.
backwards and forwards at the same
The
time.
whole plot of the film,
Nah, I
you
gotta
should
listen
watch
to
the
it.
episode I made about it.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah, there you go. What's the main character's name?
Dick. Furbaugh. You
I'm
could ask
really
me that about any movie, and
What
I
is
wouldn't
the name?
remember.
The main character's name is the protagonist.
Doesn't
What's
he
the
like
name
to
of the
do that in a lot of
protagonist in
his movies?
Indiana Jones? And I would be like,
I think it's Phoebe something.
Phoebe something.
Right? I've also made an episode on Indiana Jones 5.
Wait, the one that came out like
The
years
Dial
ago?
of Destiny.
That's the newest
It came
When
out
did-
last year.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new one.
You're thinking of Crystal Skull?
Yeah, yeah.
Which
that's
happened
what I'm
like
thinking
20 years ago this
of.
way.
Did it? That's just it. Harrison Ford is one of the most celebrated, like, shitty actors there is. Like,
Is
No.
he a shitty actor?
Sean Connery
He only has, Sean Connery
is the most celebrated
Harrison Ford
C-list
only
actor.
has
Now, pendejo.
only has like 3 movies he acts in though. Blade Runner is my favorite, but even in
I'm not
you
crazy
know,
about Blade Runner.
my favorite. See, I'm nuts about Blade Runner.
I feel like it's kind of boring.
Well, that's just it. It's more
the
to
production
watch.
design's great.
Yeah,
it looks
it's more
great.
to watch than it is to.
There's some parts that are great.
To get invested.
Overall, it's kind of sleepy.
I'm into those movies though.
Yeah, I like the slow burn.
I prefer a movie to look amazing and be ambiguous.
Which is why you love Highlander 2.
Not visually stimulating.
It's so ambiguous, even it doesn't know.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Like, ferment, imbibe.
Subscribe, ferment, shave most of your body hair. But yeah, no, that was a good session.
Deedee loves to be on a pillow on top of another pillow.
Yeah.
It's because she's a bitch.
Princess and the Pea.
Her butt is so hard.
Her butt is so
hard butts.
Princess and the Pea over here. Where are we sleeping?
Oh my god.
Where are we sleeping?
Butt is so hard.
I'll buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
Does that mean we're watching RoboCops next?
I would love that.
Yeah, can we do all the RoboCops? There's a
my
TV show
God.
too.
I would love that.
There's a TV show
I'm
and
not
2
fucking with-
cartoons.
I would fuck with
2
one of the
cartoons.
but not the TV show.
Are you editing all the clips from fucking
exactly.
TV show?
No, that's your job, dude.
Yeah, I know. I
It'll
don't
be
want to. I
tough.
don't want to like take detailed notes on 47,000 hours of TV show.
Dude,
That's why we do a movie. We get it out in 60 minutes.
There's
it's not worth it for that
3
show.
original movies, 1 remake, 1 TV.
So I've been using some advanced human hybrid dog breeding techniques. I've created psychic dogs. And I thought I would use psychic dogs to create hot takes for internet videos. Benny, you got any hot takes?
Ain't there too many broads writing in science fiction at the moment?
Nope. Let's skip on that one. Let's go to the next one. What you got another hot take?
I get faxes all the time.
All right.
And,
can you elaborate on that?
They're never signed. Bothers me. Really bothers me.
That's not that awful, I guess. Benny, what do you think about woke culture, PC, political correctness, and people on like message boards and bulletin board TikToks? What do you think about those people?
Every time I look at these people who use computer bulletin boards, I want to do something smart like take an Uzi and wipe them out. Lots of them, hundreds of them by the thousands.
That. Benny, you got any thoughts? You got any hot takes?
A movie can't be a movie anymore. It's got to be a ride. It's got to be a book. It's got to be a game. It's got to, if you like the movie, you'll.
You got any like less politically charged hot takes? Would be like more safe for YouTube.
My solution to the problem in the Middle East.
Nope.
We
Shut
erect
it.
a wall
Nope.
26
Nope.
miles
We're cutting
high
that.
around the entire Middle East, about 14 miles deep. That's Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Israel, Egypt, all of you. The whole bunch of you. 26 miles high with one door, like a regular door in the front of a house. And every 10 years we will open the door and look inside.
Pepper, you be nice. You be nice. You're right here.
Copula, something that connects. Copulate from the Latin copulatus.